life.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go? We are forever learning, one step at a time. As long as the world is turning, I'll be by your side. We'll keep the fire burning, I'll never see you hurt. You know I can't explain it in a way of words. We both know that you'll understand, and you'll see if you take my hand, and I'll go out of my own way for you. I'll go out of my own way.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stand 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. can blame you, did not know. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh, you meant the world to me.
County area to mitigate this problem. Many remember Bahrain for the duel in the desert between Bayern Mercedes drivers Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg back in 2014. The two traded wins and passes for lap after lap in a thrilling race that set up a fierce three-year rivalry that will continue between them. Incredibly, the lap record here is still held by Pedro de la Rosa, who set the fastest time in his McLaren back in 2005. Will that record 1 minute 31 seconds be beaten this weekend? The circuit here in Bahrain has 6 unique layouts. The Grand Prix circuit in use this weekend has been a mainstay in the Formula 1 Grand Prix, with the sole exception being in 2010. Now, arguably Michael Schumacher's most successful season of his career. Schumacher won 13 of the 18 races held that season, one of these wins being Bahrain's inaugural Grand Prix.
Audio check 1, 2, 3, checking. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check 1406. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We are back here for another year here at Motive Racing on the PlayStation platform, here on the EA Sports Formula 1 game, Season 7 here on the F1 game. What an incredible statement that is. How on earth have we made it into a 7th season here on this F1 game? I'm not quite sure, but we're here tonight at the usual season opener, which is obviously Bahrain at the Sakhir International Circuit, and I'm delighted to say we've got almost a full grid here tonight. I think we've got currently 17 in the session. I believe T will be joining us during the session. I think there's a couple of others. Hopefully, I think we're expecting 19 drivers here for tonight. A couple of regulars couldn't make it. The Grieve couldn't be here tonight, and I believe Stiffmeister as well. But other than that, we've got a really packed out grid here tonight, and hopefully we'll have some exciting racing for you out on track as well, as we've currently got WTF Freak setting the pace here, half a second ahead of Matty Pitt at the top of that leaderboard, but still a lot of the contenders, if you like, still yet to show their hand here. Senna currently in the pits, last season's runner-up in the championship. We'll be hoping to go one better this season after taking TezzaMuzza all the way to almost the final race of the season. It was decided actually at the penultimate round in Las Vegas. That was where Tezza wrapped up the championship, and Tezza opting this season not to defend his title. He's not going to be here for season 7, so Senna here with a gold opportunity. This has got to be his best chance of taking a championship here at Motive. I've heard rumbles from Gertian, the former champion, who's also one of our admins here at Motive, saying that he's thinking about jumping in every other week because he's got a league on that runs every other week, but I think that's actually for ACC GT3, it's not for F1, so he doesn't need to worry about Gertian jumping in, so Senna's clear on that one. But yeah, currently out there at the moment on his outlap, and he's going to be one to watch here this season, is Senna, because he's been a contender for the last few seasons but hasn't quite been able to string it together as of late. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he can do this season. He's going to have plenty of drivers out there who are going to be contenders. WTF Freak, Matty Pitt, and Eldoc Meh, who's currently in third place. Those three are all in the pits at the moment. Papa Squanch is out there, who's raced with us now for a couple of seasons. He's driving in the AlphaTauri this season. Going to run through the teams this season. So obviously the lineups are going to be as follows. So Matty Pitt driving in the Mercedes, as he has done actually for the last few seasons. He'll be driving alongside Freddie, who will be joining him in the Mercedes. So those two driving in the Silver Arrows. Then you've got Senna and Justin, who will be driving in the Ferrari. Senna obviously was paired up with Papa Squanch last season. Season before that he was with Bennett. Justin now joining him as his, well, I don't want to say number 2, because Justin's a driver with incredible pace. In fact, Justin is actually, his qualifying pace is insane. His race pace, his consistency sometimes can let him down, but he's got a lot of potential as Justin, so if he could even be the one to take the fight to Senna this season. There's lots of drivers who could potentially be in that fight. But yeah, those two in the Ferrari. You've got WTF Freak and Davdoc in the McLaren, and then you've got Bennett back in the Red Bull, actually, the car which I always associate him with. He used to drive in the Red Bull back in the XL days and the OG days, actually, when I used to commentate on the XL Racing League, their Wednesday and Sunday league, and yeah, he always used to win in that Red Bull. He was dominant in that league. Mike, we love driving alongside him this season, but Mike's currently not here at the moment, so I'm not quite sure where he's at. Hopefully he'll be joining for the final race, or for the Grand Prix itself, should I say, which will be on after this. We've got Andrew Pittsmith, who will be driving this season in the Alfa Romeo alongside Oliver, who is a debutant this season, although he did race in a couple of races I think last season, I can't quite remember. T will be driving alongside V10 Ultra in the Aston Martin. V10 Ultra currently out there on an outlap at the moment. T is currently still yet to join the session at this moment. Just a quick note that Justin has gone quickest in this qualifying session by 0.3 of a second, so Justin in the Ferrari posting the fastest time. His teammate Senna coming up towards the line. What can Senna do here as he comes over the line now, and Senna pushes him to the top of the pile there, 0.3 of a second quicker than his teammate, and the battle is on here between the Ferraris. Like I said earlier on, it could be the battle for the championship between these two. Ferrari, not a team who like to see their drivers battling out for the title, but saying that, beggars can't be choosers at this point. If they're not going to bring a car that's dominant, then you kind of need both drivers to be on their A game, so that's the way it goes. But Little Greavy and the Grieve, as always, the brothers will be teaming up in the Haas team this season. You've got Nathan driving in the Williams alongside Barney. Nathan's currently out there at the moment. Barney is currently not here. He did join actually at the start of the session, so he will be in for the Grand Prix itself. In the Alpine, we've got John BCFC, who's also not here at the moment, I don't think, unless he's... No, he's not. Actually, just realised that Eldoc Meh is Davdoc on Discord, so that's one that's just confused me there, but I've now figured that one out. I wouldn't have thought... Oh, okay, Anime Boy is John BCFC, okay. Alright, fair play. And then Papa Squanch and Crazy Max driving in the AlphaTauri team. So yeah, that's your lot. That is your rundown, that's your lineup for this season. We have still got one permanent seat available at the moment, so we'll have to see whether that gets nabbed obviously we most likely will be, because we do generally get quite a few people watching and tuning in, and hopefully excited by what you see and wanting to get involved. But yeah, nonetheless, we are just over halfway through the qualifying session here for the opening round of the Formula 1 season here at Motive Racing, and it's currently Senna who's still setting the pace ahead of Justin. You've got V10 Ultra there moving himself into third place, so a nice lap there from V10 Ultra, improving his position a little bit. You've got WTF Freak currently on an out lap, coming towards the end of his out lap. Matty Pitt on a flyer here as he's 9,000ths up, going through the first sector at the moment. Crazy Max and L-Doc Max in the pits. Oliver is also on a flying lap. He's just started a flying lap. He's just on a time good enough for P10 on that previous lap that he was on. Annie My Boy is also on a flying lap, but he's a long way off of his personal best. Little Greavy as well. Freddie also out there on a lap. Let's see what Freddie can do here as he's coming into the final corner. Yet to set a lap here in this session, but still got time in this session to do so. Here he comes out of the final corner up towards the line. What is this going to be for Freddie? Here he comes, and it's enough for P6 there, so good luck from Freddie. Only 1.1 seconds off for the fastest time from Senna there, so putting in a good shift there is Freddie so far here tonight at Bahrain. But currently Senna, the provisional pole sitter, in the pits. His teammate Justin is on a flyer right now as he's coming down the back straight at this moment in time, and you can see in the foreground there there's a Haas car, which could only be Little Greavy, because obviously the Greavy's not with us here tonight because he's currently on holiday in Spain, as far as I believe. But yeah, always these two, Little Greavy and his brother Greavy, they've been racing now in the league since season 1. They've been a real regular fixture in the Motive Racing F1 League, and they've always driven the Haas as well. They've never been tempted to go for another car. They've been very loyal, and obviously with Gunther Steiner having left the Haas team now, I wonder if one of these two is tempted to even take the lead role, or to maybe step up a little bit. Obviously there'll be a bit of a reshuffle, and yeah, they could definitely look to progress up the ranks within the Haas team, because they've been there for a long time now. Always, we've got Barney now jumping in the qualifying session. That's good to see. We've now got 17 cars here in this session, just waiting on T to jump in, and then we should have 18 drivers on the track here for the opening round of the season, the Bahrain Grand Prix here tonight at Motive Racing. Currently the top 5 in the qualifying session are all in the pits. Saying that, Andrew Pittsmith has just put himself P5, and Papa Squanch there pushing Andrew down to P6. So Papa Squanch there now moving up into 5th place, so they're all taking it in turns to put it in P5 at the moment. Freddie coming into the pits at the moment. What we got? Nathan coming up towards the line. What can Nathan do? He goes P7, so nice up there from Freddie. Pushes Matty Pitt and Freddie down a position there. Nathan doing a fantastic job. Bennett also plumbing a lap there, going into P9 in the Red Bull. So Bennett finding time, but still a way off of the Bennett that I think we all became accustomed to back on F1 22. Maybe still trying to get up to speed. Obviously missed the first sort of few months of the F1 23 game being out, so he's a little bit behind in the development race compared to his fellow drivers. So maybe it's just taking a bit of time to get up to speed and be the Bennett that we were all so used to in the past. But at the moment the top 4 in the pits, everybody else is out there on a flying lap. Papa Squanch appears to be taking it a bit easy there, seems to have got out of it a little bit. Andrew Pittsmith coming down the back straight at the moment. We've got a yellow flag out there somewhere, not quite sure what that's in aid of at the moment. But doesn't appear to be very clear what it is. But Annie My Boy over the line goes P14, pushes Little Greavy down a position. Little Greavy coming into the pits. What's Andrew Pittsmith up to? He's coming in towards the final sector now. I think he's the furthest on a lap at the moment. Yep, it's going to be Andrew Pittsmith who will be coming over the line next. He's coming into this final sector here, down this little straight. No, he's backed out of it, so that's going to be his lap done. Nathan is just stopping there at the end of the back straight, letting some of the drivers on flying laps go through without any dramas there. Edok Meh seemed to just make a bit of a mistake there coming out of the far corner. What about Bennett? What's he doing here? He's down. Yeah, he's nowhere near enough to improve his lap time at the moment. He's not going to be doing any green sectors at the moment. But yeah, looking like WTF Freak back out on the track, getting ready to go for one more run here in this session, you would think, because there's not much time left in the session now. We're kind of coming towards the business end of this opening qualifying session of the season, so it's now or never for these drivers. Can they put in a lap that's good enough to get themselves sort of at the sharp end here of the grid and give themselves a fighting chance going into this opening race of the season? There's still the 2 Ferraris top of the pile. V10 Ultra not too far away though, only 0.4 of a second off of Senna's fastest time at the moment, and currently what is it? Currently 0.8 of a second covering the top 6 at the moment. So I wouldn't say that the Ferraris are heads and shoulders above the rest of the pack at the moment, but they've certainly got a steady advantage over everybody else, especially Senna, being on the only driver in the 128s, and nobody's really anywhere close to the 28s at this point. 0.3 of a second. It's a healthy margin. I mean, it's not one-sided. It's not like he's going to walk away with it, but he's certainly showing that he's certainly stamping his credentials down here tonight. I would have to say, on balance, he's probably the favourite for this championship, Senna is, based on the fact that he was runner-up last season, and we're without the reigning champion. You know, that's pretty solid case there for favourite for the championship in any situation. But also just the fact that he's always so consistent and he's always up there. And oh, Senna! Whoa! That was a little bit naughty there. That was very naughty. He just really did hold up WTF Freak there as he was about to start a lap and weaving around in front of him. I don't know whether he didn't see him there, but that was not sportsmanlike behaviour there. WTF Freak doesn't appear to have been caught out by that. It seems to not have any damage, so he's able to continue. And obviously he was on an outlap as well, so it wouldn't have actually cost him on that particular lap, but that would have just been a bit of an unnecessary distraction there for WTF Freak as he comes into turn 4 should I say, on his flying lap, as Anime Boy is retired from the session, so he's not going to improve from 14th place here in this one at the moment. We've got Senna coming into the final corner at the moment, as he's just about, the first corner should I say, but he is massively down, turn 3, and he's massively down, so this is not going to be an improvement for him, I don't think. No, 6 seconds down on his personal best, so that's going to be he's not going to improve. That's his session done for all intents and purposes. Although saying that, he's got enough time to get round actually. You know what, 1 minute 20, no, he's got enough time to do another lap, so he's not the end of the world for him just yet, but yeah, he needs to get his skates on. Justin in the meantime also on an outlap. You've got V10 Ultra coming through the first sector. WTF Freak, what's he doing at the moment? He's currently a 10th down in the first sector, well not the middle sector, half a second down in the middle sector, so that's not going to be an improvement either for WTF Freak. We've got Papa Squanch on an outlap, Andy Pitcher in the pits, is not going to improve while sat in there. I think we can be absolutely certain of that. We've got Eldo Mecca currently has been disqualified from the session for going the wrong way, which is never what you wanted to be doing in any situation, but especially in a racing league that's being broadcast. As Senna there just dives out of the way at the last second of the Williams. I tell you what, he's not being very nice to the other drivers in that part of the track today, as Senna. But nonetheless, Nathan here coming over to start his final flying lap of the session, and Senna behind him will have just been caught out a little bit by that, obviously trying to get his tyres warmed up and trying to get himself nicely ready for this final run. He's trying to protect what is currently provisional pole position, but Justin has got to find 0.3 of a second. Is that doable for Justin? I wouldn't put it past him. So Senna does really need to try and improve a little bit here to try and cover up any threat of Justin finding that time that he needs. Oh, V10 Ultra has just gone fastest by 0.005 of a second. Provisional pole position here for V10 Ultra. What a lap! That came from nowhere. He just improved by 0.4 of a second there. Fantastic lap, and now Senna has to absolutely go for it. But crucially for him, he's 0.2 of a second up through the first sector. Here he comes, tearing through the middle part of the lap right now. Senna and Justin both on flying laps here at the end of this session. Both of them need to pull it out of the bag here, because V10 Ultra in the Aston Martin has just gone and delivered an absolute corker there. He is flying around the Sakhir International Circuit tonight. Where is Senna? He's coming down the back straight. Justin's not too far behind him on the track. It's going to be, I think, between V10, Senna and Justin for pole position, and V10 Ultra has already played his cards. Now he's got to sit and wait and see if the Ferraris can improve here. Senna coming in towards the final sector. He's 0.3 up on his personal best. Unless he makes an absolute mare of this last corner, he's going to have pole position here for the season opener. But what's Justin up to? Justin is currently 0.2 up through the middle sector, so he's improving as well, but he's also a long way off of Senna, so I don't think it's going to be pole for Justin. But here comes Senna up towards the line. Surely this is going to be pole position for Senna. He comes over the line and it is pole position by a resounding margin of 0.4 of a second. He absolutely blows it out of the water there. Justin up towards the line. He's up on his personal best. Can he get P2? No, he can't. It's not a Ferrari front row. V10 Ultra splitting the Ferraris. So it's Senna, V10 Ultra, Justin, Bennett, your top four. Bennett managed to put in a good lap there at the end of the session, putting it ahead of WTF Freak. Papa Squanch crashing out of qualifying late on there. P6 for him. Ahead of Andrew Pittsmith, followed by Freddie in 8th, with Crazy Max and Nathan rounding out the top 10. Unless there's any more times coming in, but I don't think there are. Matty Pitt, Oliver, Barney, Anime Boying, Little Greavy, the rest of the order here, and obviously Edog Mech and Mr. Basil both making it to the end of the session. But that is that then for qualifying here for this opening round of the season. What a session! Pardon me, what a session that was. Senna managing to pull it out of the bag right at the end there, putting in an absolute stonker of a time. Really, really fantastic job there from him. Very impressive stuff. And yeah, he puts himself in a prime position here to make something happen in the race. But can he keep it together and keep it on the island and make sure he doesn't give the Aston Martin an opportunity? Can Justin play the team game and try and get in between them? And yeah, can these guys just can V10 unsettle the apple cart here at Ferrari? That's the question. But that is the qualifying session done. Senna, V10 Ultra, Justin and Bennett, your fastest four here for the opening qualifying session of the season. Via WTF Freak and P5 ahead of Papa Squanch with Andrew, Freddie, Crazy Max and Nathan. Your top 10, Matty Pitt, Oliver, Barney, Anime Boy, followed by Little Greavy, Edokmer and Mr. Basil rounding out the field. But 10 of you currently watching live on YouTube right now, or Facebook as well. Obviously, I don't know how many people are watching on Facebook, but if you want to get involved in the action here at Motive, then be sure to go to www.motiveracing.co.uk. We're now .co.uk because some very naughty person decided to steal .com. But anyway, enough of that. Doesn't really matter. But yeah. Anyway, that is where you get involved in the action. We're going to part of the action that you see out on track at the moment. Currently, the F1 League has got one permanent seat. You can join as a reserve. You can be there ready to take over if anybody can't make it. As you can see tonight, obviously we're missing 3 people. So if you want to, you know, be on hand, ready to take the reins and get behind the wheel, then by all means, come and hit us up. Also, you can join the Gran Turismo 7 leagues as well, which will be running on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So lots of action on Gran Turismo 7 and Assetto Corsa Competizione. We've got the GT3 Championship on Sunday night. Ultra realistic Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's a difficult game to master, but there's a lot of pro sim races in that one on a Sunday night. If you want to check that out, I would definitely recommend it. 17 people currently watching live on YouTube at the moment. If you guys are enjoying, please do hit the like button. Let us know who you're supporting tonight. Let us know who's brought you along, who's encouraged you to check us out here. We're about to go for the formation lap. Obviously last season we were just going straight from the qualifying into the race, so there was no real chance for me to get prepared. But for this season it appears we're doing a formation lap again, so that's obviously good. Gives me a chance to introduce everything and get myself in the zone. But Senna has opted for the hard tyres for the start of the race. That's interesting. V10 Ultra and Justin going for the mediums. Bennett also going for the hards. So Senna looking to go long into the first stint. He will probably be vulnerable to V10 and Justin, and I wouldn't be surprised if V10 and Justin do manage to get ahead of Senna in this first stint, because we know that medium tyre typically about half a second a lap quicker. Then the medium tyre is about half a second a lap quicker than the hard tyre. So I think that the chances are V10 and Justin will have the pace over him. If Senna can keep them behind, then he's putting himself in a fantastic position. But he shouldn't be too disheartened if these two do find their way through, because that hard tyre, it can be a bit of a proposition. Bennett also looking to go long into this first stint, and Bennett's also a driver who's very good on his tyres. He's a tyre saving master, always in the battle strategically is Bennett. He can often play himself into contention just by being a smart thinker. WTF Freak on the mediums, Papa Squanch on the hards. You've got Andrew, Freddie, Crazy Max and Nathan all on the medium tyres. You've got Matty Pitt and Oliver have opted for the hards. Barney's gone for the soft, so he's going to have to absolutely tear through the pack and make those last, or make them work while he can, because they're not going to last very long. The soft tyres, infamous for burning out very quickly. They are the quickest, grippiest tyre, but they do not have a very long, well, the shelf life is limited, let's say that. We've got Anime Boy, Little Greavy both on the hard tyres, Edokmer and Mr. Basil both on the mediums. Says, here we go then. We're about to go racing for the opening round of the season here at Motive Racing, the Bahrain Grand Prix, Season 7 here for the Formula 1 League here on the PlayStation platform. Senna will be lining up on pole position with V10 Ultra alongside him. Who's going to get a better start here? Obviously Senna on the hards, he's going to have to be absolutely on it if he wants to get good traction off the line and stay ahead of these guys. I'll tell you what, the hardest part is going to be staying ahead of them for this first stint. I think he's better off probably not pushing, not fighting these guys too hard, because he can play the long game here on those hard tyres. He can go long into this first stint, put the mediums on for the final stint, and go charging after them at the end. It does say on the screen that V10 Ultra's been disqualified. That is a glitch on the game, because he's not parked in his grid slot correctly. Do not worry, V10 Ultra fans, he is fine. But here we go then, the lights are about to come on here at the Sakhir International Circuit for the opening round of Season 7 here at Motive Racing on the PlayStation platform here for the Formula 1 League. Here we go, lights are coming on now. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out, we're underway, and it looks like a great start there from Senna. Absolutely flew off of the line as V10 Ultra didn't get a great one. Justin already looking to the outside here, coming up towards turn 1. Is he going to be able to get it around him here? As up the inside, we've currently got the WTF Free going for a lunge. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. A Red Bull there just making contact with a Mercedes there. Freddie and Bennett coming together. Freddie up a load of places. Somebody's spun out in the background there. As that's what's gone on there. That's somebody's gone right down to the back there. As Senna leading ahead of Justin, followed by WTF Freak. Freddie ahead of Bennett. Papa Squanch there ahead of Matty Pitt. You've got Nathan, who's just been squeezed out actually by Andrew Pittsmith as he's up into 8th place. Oh, there's a Williams into the wall. Williams has lost the front wing as well. Barney there in all sorts of problems here at the start, and it's down to 17th place. Anime Boy and Eldog Mare currently battling over P14 as Nathan and Andrew still dicing it out. Andrew managing to complete that move. As we can see, Oliver's lost it here. Oliver down to P16. Cars everywhere at the moment. Mr. Basil's also dropped it as well, down to 15th place. So Mr. Basil, Oliver and Barney all coming under issues here in this opening lap, but it's currently Senna leading ahead of Justin, followed by WTF3 with Freddie there in 4th place. What a start from Freddie. Has gone from 8th up into 4th place on this opening lap. He has been on fire here at the beginning of this opening round of the season. We see Crazy Max here up the inside of Mr. Basil up into 14th place. Nice move there from Crazy Max, but an interesting start here. And Senna still leading ahead of Justin. Obviously, Justin getting the jump there up into 2nd place. And it was V10 Ultra who we saw having a spin going through turn 1. He's down to 11th place from 2nd on the grid, so that's gone a disaster there for him. And it's obviously great news for the Ferraris. They're out in front, currently 1-2 at the moment. Nathan's about to find his way back through ahead of Andrew Pittsman up into 8th place. As we see Bennett in at the end of the first lap on the hard tyres. That must be damage related, because there's no benefit to pitting on lap 1 on the hards unless you've got damage. So that's unfortunate there for Bennett, and he's going to be frustrated with that one for sure. As we can see Anime Boy looking all over the back of Crazy Max into turn 1, but not close enough at the moment to make anything happen. Senna leading ahead of Justin. There's WTF Freak ahead of Freddie, and then you've got Matty Pitt currently trying to pressure the back of Papa Squanch here going into turn 4, but still too far away just at the moment. As we see V10 Ultra almost moving ahead of Little Greavy here. It's close between those two, and V10 Ultra gets the move done up into 9th place. So another place there for V10 Ultra on his comeback charge here through the pack after his difficult start. Obviously he's going through turn 1, dropped from 2nd place, well, he was 3rd by turn 1, but he dropped down to 11th place on the first lap. And it's going to be a long way back here for him as Barney there coming out of the pits now and back out onto the track. But Senna leading the race at the moment. There's Justin running in 2nd place. You've got WTF3 coming under pressure here from Freddie, who's really getting a march on here at the start of this race on the medium tyres. But to be fair, some of the guys in front of him, I'll tell you what though, Senna showing he's got absolutely tons of pace here on the hard tyres. He's pulling away from his teammate, although the gap just dipped under a second there, but it was just over a second a moment ago as V10 Ultra has made another mistake here. He's lost out to Little Greavy and Crazy Max. So V10 Ultra, after gaining a couple of places, is now back down to 11th place, and it seems like he just can't seem to get going in this race. Maybe his confidence is shot, maybe he's feeling a bit frustrated and letting his emotions get the better of him at the moment. But V10 Ultra not having the race so far. Senna fastest lap of the race on those hard tyres. Freddie in the meantime is going to make the move here into turn 1 on WTF3. No DRS this time. He's done that one basically on pure pace alone there. Freddie up into 3rd place. Lovely move there up the inside, but can WTF3 come back at him, because I think he had the DRS coming down towards turn 4. Here we go. Rear wing wide open there for the McLaren. Is he going to be close enough? No, he's not. Freddie just got that one covered off for the time being, and Freddie does complete that move up into the podium places. So a fantastic opening couple of laps here from Freddie from 8th into 3rd place. What a start to this race it's been for him, as Bennett in the pits to get his front wing changed. So it's been a chaotic start for Bennett here, and his season has not kicked off the way that he would have wanted it to at all, I'm sure about that. As Justin's currently on the back of his teammate Senna at the moment. WTF Freak still keeping Freddie under pressure at the moment in that battle for 3rd place as well. Matty Pitt still on the back of Papa Squanch. You've got Nathan there ahead of Andrew Pittsmith. And yeah, there's a lot of battles going on right now. Currently, a lot of cars packed into a short space. Big train here in the mid pack, which is currently being headed up by Papa Squanch, Matty Pitt, Nathan, and Andrew Pittsmith. Bit of a gap back to Little Greavy, who's got Crazy Max and V10 Ultra just behind him, and then Anime Boy, who's now pulled away a little bit from Oliver, running in 13th place. But currently we've got to keep an eye on this battle for the lead, because Justin closing up onto the back of his teammate, and obviously with Senna being on those hard tyres and Freddie not being too far away now, wonder if the Ferraris are going to play the smart game here, knowing that they could be vulnerable to Freddie potentially if they don't end up letting Justin go here. Maybe the tactics are going to be to let Justin sort of take the lead and try and head off into the sunset here. Here he goes down the inside. The Ferrari team are playing the team game, and Justin does take the lead for the time being. Senna there didn't make that one too difficult for him at all. But now Senna's going to try and play the long game, I'm sure. He's actually got the DRS here coming down towards turn 4. Is he going to try and make this move? I tell you what, he might actually be trying to make this move. He does make the move round the outside there. Senna not giving up in this one, although Justin has got the run. He's not going to be able to make it happen there. So Senna holding on to the lead, and Matty Pitt in the meantime has made the move on Papa Sconch up into P5, so that's job done there for Matty Pitt. But Senna once again leading this race after losing the lead. Justin managed to get the move done into turn 1. Maybe it wasn't an orchestrated move, maybe it was a genuine overtake there from Justin. It looked like Senna kind of just made it a bit easy for him going into turn 1, but maybe because they're teammates he didn't want to fight him. But having said that, he wasn't letting him through necessarily. But Nathan in the meantime and Papa Squanch battling it out as Nathan there just squeezing around the outside of him off to P6. Lovely move there from Nathan, and he's gained a position there. He can now try and chase Matty Pitt, but he's trying to defend here as Nathan, because Papa Squanch is trying to go around the outside into the next corner, but Nathan just gets squeezed into the edge of the track, gives him a bit of a tap out wide there to say don't even think about it, son, as V10 Ultra here is making a move on Little Greavy as well. These two side by side, bit of contact there between them. And who's going to come out on top in this one? V10 Ultra's got the inside for this next right-hander. This is where he made a mistake a few laps ago, not this time though. And V10 Ultra does make that move up into 9th place. Beautifully done there from him. Up another position. You can see in the background Crazy Max trying to close up on these guys as well, as Andrew Pittsmith is currently side by side here with Papa Squanch. Andrew is staying ahead of Papa Squanch for the time being though, and maintaining P7 for now. V10 Ultra here down the start finish straight. He's going to have a run on Little Greavy here with the DRS. Here we go, closing speed there for V10 Ultra. Pulls out the slipstream now, looking to the inside. This is surely going to be job done here for V10 Ultra up into P9. It is going to be job done there on the brakes for him. And V10 Ultra now up a position. Lovely move there from him, as Nathan here still trying to attack on the back of Matty Pitt. WTF Freak currently on the back of Freddie in the battle for 3rd place. The gap between the Ferraris and Freddie and these two is currently just over 2 seconds, as it has been for the last few laps. So it looks like Freddie and WTF Freak not able to bridge the gap to them for these two at the moment. But still, they're having a good battle for the final podium place at this point, and hopefully they can continue that on for the remainder of this race. But Senna and Justin still just under a second apart at the moment, but with Senna on those hard tyres, you've got to say it's advantage him at this point. He's got that strategic ace up his sleeve. He can put those medium tyres on at the end, and you've got to say Senna looking very much in control at this stage in the race. As we look at the others coming down the back straight, still some battles on the horizon. Crazy Max still keeping Little Greavy on his toes at the moment in the fight for P10, that final points playing position, as we see Little Greavy just going a little bit deep there, coming through that section of the track, and Crazy Max just closing up onto the back of him here. Having a look to the inside, a little bit too far away just at the moment, but just trying to make him think twice about what he's doing. Down this little straight we come towards the final corner. He's still having to tuck in for the time being. No options there really for Crazy Max at this point. As Justin still on the back of his teammate Senna, but too far back coming into turn 1. No dice there for him. And we go back to this battle here between Little Greavy and Crazy Max, and Crazy Max has got to run down the start finish straight with the DRS wide open, and that is a routine manoeuvre there for P10. Crazy Max there, the AlphaTauri flying past the Haas in a straight line. Job done there for him, as Papa Squanch has also got ahead of Andrew Pittsmith up into P7 there on those hard tyres. So Papa Squanch making a nice move there. Looked like he got that done actually through turns 1 and 2, so maybe Andrew made a mistake, because it's an unusual place to be making an overtake. But nonetheless, the battle for the lead still rages on here between the two Ferraris. Nothing majorly separating them at this point, as Little Greavy's picked up Crazy Max again. So these two swapping places once again. Crazy Max is going to look at the inside as he no too far back, and just at the moment as V10 Ultra's dropped it again. What is going on with V10 Ultra here tonight? He's dropped behind Anime Boy and Oliver, and he's down to 13th place here. So V10 Ultra is going backwards at the moment. There is absolutely no other word for it. it seems like he's got himself into a bit of a rot here where he just can't seem to snap into action as Oliver makes a bit of a mistake there. Vita Ultra swoops through, no dramas there for him up into P12, but he just seems to be really up against it here tonight. Something's just not clicking for him at the moment. Not quite sure what it is that he's struggling. Ultimate corner down this little straight we go towards the final corner. Crazy Max, if he's sensible here, will wait for his opportunity here. You don't want to make a move into the final corner, you want to wait until the well, he's going for the move up the inside. I'll tell you, that could be he could regret that, because now Little Gooey's going to have the DRS on him coming down the start finish straight, so he'll be able to make the move on him coming towards turn 1. Here we go, watch the rear wing. In fact, do you know what? Neither of them's got DRS. What's going on there? Is that some kind of glitch? That's a bit weird. Maybe he didn't expect that he'd have it, but he should have done. It's very strange. In the meantime, Matty Pitt has got ahead of Nathan, and Papa Squanch and Andrew Pitt going side by side there as Andrew just squeezing ahead of him. Papa Squanch trying to keep himself there. Crazy Max has made the move there, and Little Greavy up into P9 as well. But on board with Papa Squanch, he's going to try and throw one up the inside of Andrew. He thinks better of it. Andrew goes deep though, he goes really deep, and Papa Squanch is going to easily pick him off through the next corner. Papa Squanch there up into 7th place due to Andrew Pittsmith running a bit wide there. Crazy Max though back up ahead of it's Little Greavy going for a V10 Ultra going for a dive up the inside of Little Greavy there. Very late move there from him, and he makes it stick there, does V10 Ultra. That was a fantastic move there from him as Little Greavy's trying to come back at him into this next sequence of corners, but he can't do it as Anime Boy going a bit wide there in the background. Nathan in the meantime has got back ahead of Matty Pitt up into P5. It's all going off right now. There's action happening everywhere out on track as we see this battle continuing on for P9. Matty Pitt has now got back ahead of Nathan on the timing screen there for P5. We're going to come to that in a second. We're watching currently a 5-car train here battling over P9, and it's currently led by Crazy Max, but you can see they're all in close pursuit at the moment, although Oliver seems to have dropped off a little bit at this point. Got to keep an eye on this as well, because Nathan's right on the back of Matty Pitt here down the start finish straight. Is he going to be able to make a move here into turn 1? Anime Boy's moved ahead of Little Greavy up into 11th place, and V10 Ultra has got back ahead of Crazy Max. Incredible, but we're watching Nathan here, who's looking down the outside of Matty Pitt into turn 1. Matty Pitt trying to keep himself there, trying to hold on to the end. You've got Anime Boy now queuing up behind him there as we see Little Greavy going a little bit deep into turn 1 on the back of Anime Boy. Manages to keep ahead of Oliver though in the meantime, as Nathan here has got back ahead of Matty Pitt up into P5. We're currently got to watch this battle here between Anime Boy and Crazy Max, as Anime Boy looking to try and attack him here going into turn 4. Crazy Max goes a little bit deep, manages to get it turned though, nonetheless no dramas. As Oliver's been passed, all happening right now. All action here at Bahrain tonight for this opening round of the season. Nathan's currently got Matty Pitt with Papa Squanch and Andrew now joining him in this battle for P5. So it's currently 4 cars here battling over P5, and you've got 5 cars battling over P9. So there's currently 2 very, very long trains here in this race, which Nathan's currently leading the battle for P5. Matty Pitt has just dropped off at the back of him a little bit over the course of this lap. Maybe Nathan's now starting to find his feet a little bit here. 13 of you currently watching the stream. Guys, smash that like button if you're enjoying. Let us know who brought you here. Let us know who you're rooting for tonight. If you're joining us from Facebook, then big warm welcome to you. If you want to get involved in the action, then www.motiveracing.co.uk is where you can do so. You can check out the link in the description down below if you want to get involved with that. But currently Senna and Justin still battling over the lead of the race. These two, the Ferrari teammates, have been showing everybody how it's done over the course of the first few laps here. They've currently been pulling away as we go into turn 4 at the moment, and it just seems like he's just a little bit too far away at the moment. Is Justin to really put that pressure on Senna. Senna on those hard tyres has been leading since the get-go. Barney's out of the race, and we've got a safety car deployed for the first time here this season. That is going to shake things up a little bit here. And guys, we are about to go for the restart here. Here we are, we're underway, and in towards turn 1, it's Senna leading from Justin. We've got WTF Freak who makes the move down the inside of Freddie there, up into third place, so he gets that one done after Freddie got ahead of him in the first sort of part of the race. Nathan there ahead of Papa Squanch, there's Matty Pitt, followed by Beaton Ultra with Andrew Pittsmith, and looks as though Bennett's got ahead of somebody, up ahead of Anime Boy up into 13th place, but coming into turn 4 here, we've got a move being shaped up there as Nathan looks to try and 7 on the inside of Freddie. Freddie managed to hold it around the outside, looks like he's going to have the inside for this next sequence. Freddie keeping on to P4 by the skin of his teeth there, as Nathan was really trying to hassle him through that section as Nathan goes a little bit wide. Papa Squanch too far away into this next corner. You see the McLaren there getting it a bit out of shape there, WTF Freak. Freddie looked a little bit tentative there as he got onto the throttle, but Nathan not able to capitalise at the moment, still has to wait a little bit longer as WTF Freak with a massive lock up there. Really did slam the brakes on there, but keeping ahead of Freddie for the time being. We've got Raki in the comments saying good evening all, welcome Raki, good to see you as always. But Nathan here trying to pile this pressure on Freddie at the moment. Freddie, who was looking really strong in the first stint, managing to get the upper hand over WTF Freak, currently on the faster tyres, needs to be making the most of those at the moment. As Anime Boys moved ahead of Edo Mech up into 13th place as well. Edo Mech trying to come back at him here into this next corner. That's Oliver who's getting ahead of Edo Mech. Sorry, I do apologise. Anime Boys just ahead of these two at the moment, so apologies there. No, I'm just getting used to the new drivers here, obviously being in new cars as well. It's all a little bit much, but currently Senna there doing the fast step of the race, obviously in the lead. He's currently got nearly a second of a gap here over Justin at the moment as Matty Pitt moving ahead of Papa Squanch up into P6, and there is Beaton Ultra following him through as well. Beaton Ultra trying to 7 up the inside now. Papa Squanch looks to the outside, contact there between Beaton Ultra and Papa Squanch as Beaton Ultra just squeezing back through ahead of Papa Squanch there into 7th place. Looking on the timing board, I saw somebody moving a position. I think it was Nathan there getting ahead of Matty Pitt again, or was it yeah, it must have been, but Matty Pitt there still just ahead of these guys at the moment, leading this train of cars right now. Edo Mech into the pits here at the end of lap 12, and Senna's gap to Justin just over a second already here at the beginning of this stint. Still Senna with those slower tyres. He's now on the mediums compared to Justin on the softs. Justin needs to be making these work whilst he can, but Senna does seem to have the upper hand at this moment in time. Senna was obviously very quick in the final round of the season at Interlagos, took the win in the final race of the season ahead of his the champion TezzaMuzza. So Senna's, last season he was getting quicker and quicker throughout the season, and he had a really good chance towards the end of the season. I'll tell you what, the first part of the season he barely scored any points because he wasn't here for a lot of the races, but he was the quickest driver, he was the standout performer in the second half of last season. So if he can continue that momentum this season, then who knows what Senna could do over the course of this 23 race season. But currently we're watching Nathan, we're on board with Nathan, who's on the back of Freddie and WTF Freak, these three battling out over the final podium place at the moment. Freddie though doing his absolute best here to hold on to this position as Justin there fast step of the race there behind his teammate Senna at the moment. But Justin definitely has to pit again. Senna might just be able to get to the end here. It would be a real push. I'll tell you what, he might have to pit because 18 laps around Bahrain, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Maybe that's not quite possible, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought it would be actually. Anime Boy moving ahead of Little Greavy up into P12, but Little Greavy going for a switchback here, coming out of turn 2. Is he going to have a chance here, down, out of 3 towards 4? There's Little Greavy there, DRS open there for the Hassers. In the background, Oliver looking up the inside here as well with Anime Boy. He makes that move there, does Oliver. Lovely job there from Oliver up into P13. Beautiful move. Little Greavy in the foreground there, running in P12 at the moment, just ahead of these. But Senna still leading ahead of Justin at the moment, under 7/10 of a second between those two. There's Freddie ahead of WTF Freak, followed by Nathan. Matty Pitt there, just ahead of Beaton Ultra at the moment. As we come down the back straight here, on lap 14 of this race. DRS is going to be open here for Beaton Ultra, but he's just a little bit too far away just at the moment. In the meantime, seems to have just made himself a little bit more comfortable in this race lead. He's got just over a second now over his teammate Justin, set the fastest lap on the previous lap. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see Senna plumbing in the fastest lap this time around, and he just seems to have a lot of confidence here on those medium tyres. On paper you'd think Justin would have the pace over him, but Senna showing that tyres are no limitation, even if they are the slower medium tyres compared to the Red Bull marked faster, grippier, soft tyre. As we see Little Greavy making a move there on Oliver. Oliver a bit wide out of shape going out the final corner. Anime Boy moving through as well up into 13th place. So Oliver losing 2 places there in that one. Anime Boy now got the DRS here on Little Greavy as well. Looking to the outside. This is going to be a move job done here for Anime Boy. Trying to make it 2 moves in the space of a couple of 100 metres. Round the outside of Little Greavy he goes. Little Greavy trying to hold his ground, but Anime Boy gets it done for the next corner. Anime Boy is up into P12. Here we go though. Little Greavy with the DRS now down towards turn 4. Vita Ultra and Matty Pitt have swapped places. Looking at that on the timing board as we see Little Greavy diving up the inside of Anime Boy. Bit of contact there. Little Greavy, a naughty move there. A little bit rude from Little Greavy there. I've got to say that was a little bit below the belt. Anime Boy losing out to Oliver as a result of that as well, and that was all because Little Greavy just gave him a little bit of a push to pass nudge there going into turn 4, which I think if Anime Boy puts an inquiry in, I think that the stewards might take a dim view of that, because that seemed like it was almost intentional the way it was so craftily done. So I think they might want to have a look at that one, but nonetheless we can see we've got Freddie still running in 3rd place. He's gapped WTF Freak by a little bit, 1.4 now between those two. Nathan still within a second of WTF Freak at the moment. There's Vita Ultra, Matty Pitt and Papa Squanch still running in close contention. Bennett all by himself, Andrew and Crazy Max there running in 10th and 11th. Then you've got the Little Greavy, Anime Boy and Oliver. That battle we were watching a few moments ago still continuing on in 12th, 13th and 14th places at this moment in time. Senna and Justin, the 2 leaders, the 2 Ferraris still out in front, still doing what they've done since the beginning of this race, still going at it here as they come down the start finish straight towards turn 1. Justin still a little bit too far away just at the moment to make anything happen. Oliver's just go ahead of Anime Boy up into 13th place as we see Crazy Max there moving ahead of Andrew as well down the start finish straight. So Crazy Max into the points here. Matty Pitt still trying to pressure the back of Beaton Ultra at the moment in the battle for P6, and Justin still can't make a move on Senna at the moment, still having to tuck in for the time being. Nathan a bit too far away on WTF Freak as well. As here we go, Oliver looking to the outside of Little Greavy into turn 4. Is he going to go for a cutback? Oh, gets it a little bit wrong there, does Oliver. Little Greavy still keeping onto that position for the time being. Oliver just tried to get a switchback there, but wasn't able to execute it. Too far back coming into this section. Oh, goes a bit deep on the brakes there. That would have lost him a bit of ground. He's far enough ahead of Anime Boy to be out of any real threat at this point, though, from him at least. Nathan here looking up the inside of WTF Freak for P4, and he makes the move there. Beautiful move there from Nathan as Papa Squanch and Matty Pitt going at it once again. Matty Pitt just holding it around the outside. Papa Squanch tried it, couldn't do it. Matty Pitt clinging on by the skin of his teeth there. Papa Squanch going for a switchback. Looking up the inside, contact there between them. Bit of a nudge there from Papa Squanch, similar to what we saw with Little Greavy making a move on Anime Boy a few laps ago. That time Little Greavy managed to make it work. Papa Squanch this time wasn't quite able to get the move done on Matty Pitt. I think he just conceded a bit of ground there, knowing that if he'd made that move it would have been a bit cheap. And Matty Pitt still running in P7 just ahead of him for the time being. Here we go, down the start finish straight. It'll be DRS open for Papa Squanch. WTF Freak also close on Nathan. He's going to make the move up into P4 as we've also got V10 Ultra trying to make the move as well. And V10 Ultra moving through. Oh, WTF Freak gets nudged in the back there and loses out to both of them. Nathan back up into 4th place. V10 Ultra there is now still in the middle of the 2 at the moment. But here comes WTF Freak on V10 Ultra. How has Nathan managed to hold on to P4 there? I do not know. And they're still in the same positions that they, well, apart from WTF Freak who lost out, but WTF Freak looking to try and get a cut back here on a V10 Ultra. Can't do it, has to continue to wait a little bit longer there. Matty Pitt still ahead of Papa Squanch. How am I saying that? I'm not quite sure how I'm saying that right now, but Nathan's still ahead of this trio, and they might have Matty Pitt and Papa Squanch closing up onto the back of them in a second as well, as they're currently concertinaing up behind each other at this point. But it's all go and it's all action at the moment here at Bahrain for this opening round of the season. Currently the 2 Ferraris still out the front. There's not much between them, but it looks like they're not really engaging with each other at the moment. I think that they've got a bit of a plan here, a sort of a multi-21 plan, except the bit where they don't, where Justin doesn't just overtake Senna and go against Team Orders. I think it's like that, but without that bit, if you get what I mean. So yeah, multi-21 but without anarchy. But WTF Freak moving ahead of V10 Ultra up to P5. I think it's that job done, or is V10 Ultra going to come back in him here? He's got the run down towards the final corner. He'll also sacrifice his DRS here if he makes this overtaking. He's going to do it anyway, but he needs to get a good exit here out of the final corner. And I tell you what, WTF Freak might fancy his chances here down the start finish straight. Oh no, V10 Ultra doesn't care because he's going into the pits anyway, so that's why he made that move in a part of the track where it's not very tactical to do so. So that would explain that. But Papa Squanch in the meantime looking around the outside of Matty Pitt into turn 1. He's going to make this one happen. Matty Pitt just minimising his space there, not giving him anything to work with. Papa Squanch can't get it around the outside of him. Is he going to go for the switchback coming down towards turn 4? DRS will be open, but Matty Pitt has the DRS on WTF Freak, which crucially will be his saving grace here, and Matty Pitt's going to hold on to P6 ahead of Papa Squanch, who's really reading him in there at the end of that straight, but too far away there. There's Bennett, Crazy Max and Andrew Pittsmith still going at it in the background. There's Crazy Max going to get a little bit wide there. Andrew Pittsmith not close enough to capitalise at the moment. V10 Ultra coming out of the pits in P14. He can go to the end from here on his medium tyres. The drivers up ahead of him will probably have to be coming in again. In fact, I think pretty much everybody has still got to make a pit stop. I don't think anybody can go to the end on the current tyres they're on. 2 Ferraris here definitely need to pit again. Senna, I think, will have the advantage because he's going to have the soft tyres on. He can definitely put a soft on because he can get these mediums probably to about lap 23, and then from there he can stick a set of soft on and just absolutely tear around, pull the gap to Justin, and probably, I say probably, take the win at quite an easy sort of, well, quite a leisurely pace here because he'll have that faster tyre on. He's shown he's got the pace anyway, as Justin's here is trying to make a move for the lead. Obviously this is not going to be for the net lead, as I say, or it technically is, but Senna's got the faster tyres in the final stint, but Justin is actually making a move here, and this is for the lead of the Grand Prix. Justin hits the front here, going into turn 1 on lap 19. The 2 Ferraris swap places. We saw this happen actually in the first stint as well, but then Senna immediately repassed him down towards turn 4. Are we going to see a similar situation here? Senna looking to the inside, Justin leaves the gap, he dives up the inside. Justin though is going to go for the cutback here out of turn 4, and he beautifully executes that one. Oh, Justin though, doing what Vettel did a couple of seasons ago when he was battling Hamilton, except that he didn't spin. But Senna there moving back through up into the lead, and Justin choking there, having got the lead done, has now given the lead straight back to Senna once again. It seems like Justin doesn't like driving around with a clear track in front of him. He prefers to have a pacemaker by the looks of it, because every time he's hit the front in this race, he seems to have made a mistake. So Senna now once again your race leader. Justin can't seem to make the move stick at the moment, which is unfortunate, obviously, for his hopes of challenging for the championship. If he finds himself in a position to be able to do that, he's not going to be able to stay the distance or see at home. But Matty Pitt on the back of WTF Freak. They've got Papa Squanch also with them at the moment as well. There's Bennett, Crazy Max and Andrew Pittsmith running in 8th, 9th and 10th places at the moment. Anime Boy is currently in a sandwich here between Oliver and Edok Meg, who are these guys battling over P13 at the moment. As we see Senna coming into the pits here at the end of lap 19. No, sorry, it's Justin. I thought it was Justin, but he's not. Okay, so that was a false alarm there. But I tell you what, Justin on the previous lap made the move for the lead on Senna. This time around, Senna is the furthest he's been in many laps. So maybe Justin's potentially is motivation maybe has just dwindled a little bit there, having got the lead and having been passed straight away again. Maybe he's just thought, I'm kind of flogging a dead horse here. But Crazy Max and Andrew Pitt having a bit of battle there. Matty Pitt and WTF Freak swapping positions there as WTF Freak runs into the back of him going into turn 4. Now he's going to be under pressure here from Papa Squanch as well. Papa Squanch though can't make the move, and WTF Freak is just pushing a little bit too much there, just almost going into the back of Matty Pitt. Papa Squanch looking down the inside here of WTF Freak, nothing doing at the moment. Has to continue to wait, but Papa Squanch has got Bennett on the back of him as well, so he can't afford to be too complacent here, because Bennett's going to be attacking all over him as they come out onto the back straight here. Papa Squanch with a little bit of a twitch. Bennett's going to be looking towards the end of the back straight, but he's still too far away at the moment. On board with Bennett as we come into the final sector here on lap 20 of the race. Oliver's picked up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple track limit warnings. That means that the race director has told him on a number of occasions now that he needs to stop it, and obviously he hasn't heeded those warnings, and as a result he's got to come in. Well, he hasn't got to come in, but he's got to have a 3-second penalty added to his race finishing time. As you see Justin into the pits here and off and away, so that's a quick pit stop there from the Ferrari boys. Senna will be hoping they do the same for him. Now here is Justin on a fresh set of medium tyres here. Senna's obviously done 11 laps on his, so could Justin be hoping to get the undercut here? Obviously Senna will have the softs on at the end. I'd say it might be a little bit early for Senna to put the soft on at the moment. He might have to wait a lap or two before putting those on. So now that Justin's got this opportunity, he's got clean air as well. He's got about 4 or 5 seconds up the road to Crazy Max. So Justin right now can put his foot down and really extract the maximum performance out of his car. Who knows, maybe he might be able to come out in the lead here. Now, if Senna's on those soft tyres, he will have a huge pace advantage over Justin. There's no denying that. But if Justin come out a couple of seconds ahead, he could make Senna's life a little bit difficult here. I'd say this race is not over yet. This battle for the win could still have another twist in the tail. With Little Greavy there moving ahead of Oliver up into P12. DRS there, job done there for the Haas, as we see Anime Boy trying to join this battle as well in the background, coming through turn 4. Papa Squanch has moved ahead of WTF3 up into P5. That's the move that's done for position. As we're continuing to watch this battle here for P12, on board with Anime Boy. Making his debut here tonight, so is Oliver as well, so is A-Dog Mech as well. A few new drivers, a few new faces here tonight for Motive Racing's F1 League. Obviously it's not an easy league to walk into in your first race. There's a lot of seasoned veterans and drivers who have been doing this now for quite a long time. Not easy at all. As Freddie here is in the pits, so obviously pitting from 3rd place. Can he hold on to that podium? What a start that would be to his campaign, as onto the jacks he goes and now away. So that is job done there for Freddie. And he's got the soft tyres on, which is quite understandable from this sort of 8 laps away. I mean, he will have to be kind to them. It's not going to be easy. He will have to take that. He's not going to be able to push them. Bennett here down towards turn 4. He's looked to the inside of WTF3, not close enough at the moment. Oh, he's going to lunge though. A very late move there from Bennett. Does he make it stick? WTF3 there, just giving him the space. And WTF just holding it around the outside there. Nothing doing. Bennett can't make the move happen for the time being. Almost managed to make it happen, but couldn't, as Justin's now moved ahead of Crazy Max up into P8. Obviously on those fresh medium tyres, he's got the pace and he's absolutely scything his way past anybody that's currently in his way. Senna's still leading the race. His teammate has still got a pit though for the soft tyres, you would think anyway, unless he's planning on going to the end on the mediums, in which case he's going to be crabbing at the end. So I think he's probably going to be coming in at the end of this lap, or at the very latest the next lap, because I don't think he's got a chance in hell of getting those to the end. I don't think that's going to happen. But Albert Squanch here on the back of Matty Pitt. This is the battle for 3rd place at the moment. For the podium place, these guys are a little way off, and Nathan is running in 2nd at the moment. And obviously that'll all change. I think actually, why is Freddie come out so far behind WTF3? Oh, because WTF3's still got a pit. Okay. No, actually, maybe he hasn't. No, in fact, do you know what? No, he doesn't. Oh, WTF3's good to go for the end, so not sure. Maybe it's because he went so long. He has got fresh soft tyres on, so he should be able to reel him in. So actually, this is going to be interesting here, because you've got Freddie on fresh softs. He's going to be reeling in WTF3, Bennett, Andrew Pittsmith. They're all going to be in Freddie's firing line here, as we see Justin down the inside of Andrew Pittsmith into turn 1, gets the move done there up into P7. Lovely move there from Justin. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Freddie coming back through in the final stages of this race, because he's going to be on fire here on those soft tyres. As we can see Senna still out the front, still yet to make that final pit stop. Or is he going to be making that final pit stop? Is he going to try and do the unthinkable here and go to the end on this set of medium tyres? I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think he's simply got to come in. But yeah, Senna's still doing the business at the moment. 11 seconds is gap over Nathan, who's also... Well, do you know what? Nathan doesn't have to pit either. Do you know what? I think Nathan doesn't have to pit. Do you know what? I completely not even factored in Nathan, but you know what? He only has to do 19 laps to get to the end, so Nathan could be in with a shout here. I mean, is the win on the cards? Is the win there for him? I don't know, because obviously WTF Freak is good to go to the end as well. I tell you what, I've forgotten about Nathan. He could win this race at this point. He could win this race. Senna, I think, is trying to go to the end by the looks of it. He would not have gone this far into the race if he was not planning on going to the end of this race. I think that's pretty safe to say at this point. Senna's teammate Justin currently in P7, trying to cut his way through this pack here. He's got a lot of cars who are a lot slower than him at this point. WTF Freak and Papa Squatch side by side. Oh no, there was contact there. There was a bit of lag there between the two of them. It's now Papa Squatch looking to the outside here. You got the Red Bull there, Bennett looking to the inside as Justin's trying to stay out of trouble, and he's going to undercut all of them there. Justin, what a fantastic move there. Manages to make a move on all of them. As Papa Squanch there sliding out of shape there. As Bennett there moving through ahead of WTF Freak. Papa Squanch losing the place to Andrew Pittsmith. But Justin went and overtook 3 cars in one corner. He just said, sorry boys, I'm not messing around here. I'm just going to slip up the inside of all of you. And he's up into 4th place, and he's now only a second behind Matty Pitt. That was incredible racing there from Justin. It really strong racing IQ move there from him, as we see Bennett there still ahead of WTF Freak as they come out onto the back straight. WTF Freak with DRS here coming down towards the end of the back straight. He's going to make this move here for position up into P5 there. Job done there for WTF Freak. Justin though, I tell you what, that was a superb tactical move there. He showed great nous there, did Justin, to be thinking straight in that situation, saw the opportunity and just beautifully suckered all of them out of the corner. Lovely stuff there for him. Crazy Max is out of the race, he's retired, and we've got a safety car. Oh, you could not make this up. The race leader has just started lap 24. Matty Pitt can do a free pit stop. He'll be putting the soft on, I'd imagine. Bennett coming in, everyone's going to be coming in. Everybody who's behind, everybody who wasn't at the pits at the time the safety car was deployed is going to be coming in for fresh soft tyres here. Now the question is has Senna picked up the safety car already? I don't think he has, so he's ahead of the safety car, so he'll be able to come in and get the free pit stop as well, because the safety car has not picked him up. So Senna will be able to come in and make a free pit stop as well, and I imagine put the soft on. So will Nathan, so will Justin, so all these guys are technically safe, because Senna had already gone past the pit exit by the time the safety car came out. So these guys are okay, they can make that free pit stop. So everybody's going to have a set of fresh softs on, apart from those who used them all up in qualifying. Hopefully everybody's saved the set of softs from qualifying, because if not, then they haven't really thought this through. But we're going to have a dramatic end to this Bahrain Grand Prix, so stay tuned to see how it all unfolds. go then, guys, underway once again for the final 2 laps of this race with Justin and Nathan very vulnerable on the medium and hard tyres, as we've got Senna currently attacking on the back of him here. Justin and Nathan going side by side there, bit of contact there going through turn 2, but Justin's still staying ahead for the time being. The Williams is going to have a cracking run here coming down towards turn 4. Matty Pitt in the meantime moving ahead of his teammate Freddie up into 4th place, as we've got Nathan here looking down the inside. Senna trying to go around the outside here of Nathan as well, as Bennett there moving through ahead of Freddie. WTF Freaks moved ahead of Kappa Squanch as well, as Oliver making a move there on Little Greavy, and Annabelle Boy moving ahead of Edomec, but currently Justin still leading ahead of Nathan. Senna looking down the inside of Nathan here on the fresh off tyres. He makes the move there for 2nd place to Senna. Now he can pull up onto his teammate, but his teammate is already a second up the road, but on slower medium tyres here. This could be absolutely crucial here. Justin going for track position has rolled the dice here by staying on his worn tyres. Can he hold off the charge of his teammate who's on those faster, fresher tyres here, as Andrew Pittsmith moved ahead of V10 Ultra. Little Greavy getting ahead of WTF Freak, but WTF Freak's not done here. Looking to the inside of Little Greavy in towards the end of the back straight. Down the inside goes WTF Freak, gets that one done up into 9th place. Beautifully done there from him, as Anime Boy moving ahead of Edomec as well up into P12. Another position change there from those two. Justin and Senna though coming down towards the final corner, as they've got half a second between them at the moment, as Justin's weaving around trying to break the toe here to Senna. There will be no DRS for the final part of this race, because we're never going to have 3 laps here, in terms of we're never going to get to the 3rd lap after the restart, only a 2 lap dash after the restart. But here we go, Senna's got the run, he might not need DRS here, as we can see Justin trying to break the toe, trying to weave around a little bit, as Senna looking down the inside. Is he in towards turn 1? He's going to have a look there, but Justin closes the door in the background. We've got Bennett there down the inside of Matty Pitt, bit of contact there between him as the Williams of Nathan trying to follow him through here. But Matty Pitt keeping ahead of him. Freddie there making a move on Nathan. Nathan's going a bit out of shape. Freddie capitalising on that. Freddie now looking up the inside of Bennett as well, in towards turn 4. Is he going to make this one happen? Freddie there taking a very late dive. Bennett there trying to keep it around the outside. It's a bit of contact there between the two of them, and Bennett there is not going to be able to hold him off surely, although he does actually keep him away. Oh, it's Freddie making contact there with Nathan, and Freddie dropping down the order here on the final lap of the race after driving an absolutely fantastic opening race of the season. Freddie is all of his hard work is being undone there, as Nathan's now spun it as well. Nathan's lost it here on the final lap as well, so Nathan now down to 13th place. Freddie and Nathan both losing it in the space of a couple of corners. Senna in the meantime leading us here with Justin in 2nd place, so Senna making that move and making it stick here for the lead, and Justin could do absolutely nothing about it in the end. Matty Pitt there running in 3rd place is obviously what a performance it is from him in the opening race of the season, and kind of taking the position that we all thought Freddie was going to be having in this Bahrain Grand Prix. Bennett there in 4th place has come from nowhere here at the end. V10 Ultra P5, there's WTF Freak, Andrew Pittsmith, Little Greavy, Oliver, Anime Boy, Freddie, there's Edomec followed by Nathan and Papa Squanch. But Senna, here he comes up towards the line. He's been in charge of this race for the most part, and he's going to take the opening race of the season here. Senna your winner ahead of Justin in 2nd, with Matty Pitt over to complete the podium. Bennett there over in 4th ahead of V10 Ultra followed by WTF Freak, and in fact the penalties changed the order a little bit, so Little Greavy takes P5, WTF Freak 6th, Anime Boy 7th, Andrew 8th, V10 Ultra 9th ahead of Freddie, who takes the final point. Edomec over in 11th, as the times are all just coming in now. We're all just finishing, as we're not quite sure who's finished where at the moment, but what a race that was. That was a chaotic end to the race, which I was kind of not really ready for, but nonetheless thoroughly enjoyed. And that is your lot. That is it for this first race of the season here at Motive Racing for the Formula 1 League here for Season 7. Senna kicking off his challenge for the title. Last season's runner-up in the championship, getting off on the perfect start here tonight at Bahrain. Takes the win ahead of his teammate Justin in 2nd. Matty Pitt completing the podium with Bennett over in 4th, Little Creep in 5th. WTF Freak takes P6 ahead of Anime 7th, followed by Andrew in 8th, V10 Ultra 9th, and Brady completing the top 10. Edomec in 11th, followed by Nathan in 12th. Oliver 13th, Papa Squanch 14th, Crazy Max, Mr. Basil and Barney all DNF'd, some earlier than others, but what a race. Senna there taking a very well deserved win in the end ahead of Justin and Matty Pitt. Thanks to the drivers for joining us here tonight, obviously putting on a fantastic show out on track. Congratulations to Senna on getting his season off to the perfect start. Thanks to all the drivers, thanks to all the viewers, thanks to everybody who's tuned in. We will see you all very, very soon. Make sure you join us next week for round 2 of the Formula 1 League. We'll be back at the same time as always at 6:45 PM UK time for the actual stream itself. And yeah, thanks everybody once again. We will see you all very, very soon indeed.